Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm organizing my Middle Eastern fragrance collection and we have over 50 fragrances to organize, and I have ordered this type of organizing shelves to display these perfumes, but for the time being I'll be keeping these in their respective boxes. My daughter is also helping me to organize these fragrances. So come, let's start with Nebras, one of the most beautiful vanilla fragrances that I own. It has chocolate and vanilla as the most prominent notes, perfect winter fragrance. Next we have Kaheela Lux by Paris Corner. It is a dupe for Kayali's Invite Only Amber, and it's very complex dark fragrance. Tobacco, cherry and sandalwood are the most prominent notes in it. I feel it's a unisex fragrance. Next, we have Shaghaf Oud Tonka, one of the most amazing almond based fragrances, and it's creamy, nutty, and sweet. It's very long lasting and has a beast mode projection. It is beautiful fragrance. Next is khadlaj Loyalty. It's an addicting gummy bear kind of fragrance, compliment magnet, and it lasts for weeks on your clothes. It's a must have. It's one of my most complimented fragrances ever. This is Lattafa Noble Blush. It's a creamy, milky fragrance with rose in the background. Some people say it smells like a roux of some milk, but to me, this is very much different. It's creamy, milky, and musky fragrance. But the rose is in the background. That is not the prominent note. So it's very girly, feminine kind of a fragrance. This is Ophidian's Black Cherry by Paris Corner. It's sour cherry and vanilla fragrance. It's dark and seductive. Perfect for the winters and it's worth trying. Next we have Sweet Paradise by French Avenue. This is a dupe for Jo Malone's Scarlet Poppy. But it is not for everyone. You need to like the note of amber, which is slightly animalic in its nature. So it is not for everyone. Next is Caramel Macchiato by Fragrance World. It's perfect mix of dates, coffee and caramel. Beautiful fragrance, and you get best of three fragrances: Khamrah by Lattafa, Eclaire by Lattafa, and the third one is French Coffee by Al Rihab. So it's beautiful mix of three fragrances. Next is Francique 63.55 by Fragrance World, and this is an addicting stuff. Very unique DNA. It has black tea, creamy fig, and sandalwood. It's perfection in a bottle. It is a dupe for VDK's Gris Chanel, and it is a beautiful, addicting fragrance. I love this one. Then we have Voux Elegante by Emir. Very spicy, amber based fragrance and suitable for winters. Uh, but it's not a must have. Then we have Teriaq by Lattafa, a pear bitter almond based fragrance, and very long lasting. Projection is amazing. It's a very, I can say, not very unique DNA, but it is a beautiful fragrance. Then we have Noir D'arabie. This is by Pandora Scents. It is an underrated gem. It's due for Montal's Arabian Tonka, and what an amazing fragrance this is. It's sugary sweet Tonka with slight hints of rose. It has beast mode projection and perfect for the winters. I highly recommend this one, and it's worth every penny. Then we have Byan al Asrar by Paris Corner. It's due for a Mouj guidance, and I haven't used it much because I bought it by the end of the summertime. But it's a nice summer fragrance that I can say. It's definitely worth trying. Then we have Lattafa Fakhar for women. Amazing summer fragrance. Tuberose and other white florals are very prominent in it. I really enjoy this during the summers, and it's very feminine, very long lasting fragrance. Next is Rua Radiant Roses by Paris Corner, another beautiful summery fragrance. It has an aquatic rose kind of thing going on in it. Very different take on a rose fragrance, and I like this one. Then we have Forbidden Sugar by Emir. It's a dupe for Frank Bucler's Sugar. Orange blossom mixed with marshmallows, that's what it smells like. It's a very different DNA. It's not a safe blind buy fragrance because not everyone is going to like it, but I really enjoy it. This is Affection by Lattafa, due for Khair's Yum Pistachio, very creamy, nutty fragrance. It feels dense and thick, whereas Khair Pistachio is light and airy. So it is the same DNA, but in a thicker and denser consistency. So beautiful fragrance. Khamrah by Lattafa, where all this love for Middle Eastern fragrances started. It is a cinnamon apple pie and dates and with a slight booziness. It's beautiful winter fragrance and I'll just love this one. Eclaire by Lattafa, a perfect gourmand fragrance, creamy, lactonic, caramelly sweetness. It makes you smell like a snack. It's delicious fragrance. Khair Pistachio by Paris Corner, a beast mode pistachio ice cream like fragrance. It's too good in its quality and it's a must have. Then we have Khair Fusion, due for Kyali's sparkling lychee, and it's fruity, sugary, sweet, perfect for the summers, more suitable for the younger people, and definitely a girly and feminine fragrance, not unisex fragrance like Khair Pistachio. Next is Khair Confection, a beautiful marshmallowy cotton candy like fragrance. Perfection in a bottle. It's sweet but not too sweet. It's airy in its quality and which makes it not glowing. Perfect feminine fragrance to try. Then we have Qissa Pink, very similar to Yara by Lattafa, and it's coconutty tropical delight. It smells like strawberry milk, slightly different from Yara because I feel it's more woody than that. Otherwise, it's the similar DNA. Qissa Delicious, orange and chocolate notes with a coconut base. That's what it smells like to me. It's very light fragrance. Chocolate note is not as prominent as I expected it to be. So I like to layer it with some other chocolate fragrances. Minia Coco Lush, it is a dupe for Ariana Grande's Thank You Next perfume, and it's very bright fruity fragrance with a perfect beach kind of feel. It will remind you of beautiful sunny days, and it has a vibrant character. I mean, it lifts your mood. It's a beautiful fragrance. Hibiscus Magic by Fragrance World, and it's a dupe for Hibiscus Mahajad. Rose, vanilla, and amber. That's what I get the most in it. It's very unique DNA. It will not remind you of any other fragrance. It's an all year round kind of fragrance. Then we have Yara Candy, a fizzy strawberry candy fragrance. It's fun, sparkly, very youthful fragrance, easy to wear. You don't need to be in a specific mood to wear it. It's very bubbly kind of fragrance which lifts your mood. Then we have Yara, the original. It's coconut strawberry fragrance, and last summer I used it the most. It's such an pretty feminine fragrance. It smells like the color pink. It's a crowd pleasing DNA and safe for the blind buys. Next we have Lattafa Ajaib Dubai Portrait, another obsession of mine. It's a perfection in a bottle. It opens with a mango note and dries down to a creamy sandalwoody fragrance. It lasts for days on your clothes. I really enjoy this one. It is not a straightforward mango perfume, but it has very complex thing going on in there, and it is really beautiful. Then we have Rose Seduction BIP by Ms. Alhambra. It's a dupe for Carolina Herrera's VIP Rosé. So it's very effervescent, bubbly, champagne kind of fragrance. It's a powdery fragrance mainly. It again, it's a unique fragrance, not very common DNA, but it is somewhat similar to Bath and Body Works Pure Wonder. But the main drawback, or you can say the downside of this fragrance, is that it lacks longevity and projection. Otherwise, it's beautiful fragrance. Next is Taskeen Marina, and look at this bottle. This color gradient is so beautiful. It's a fruity fragrance for summers. Blackcurrant and grapefruit are the two main notes that I can smell. It's beautiful summery fragrance and worth trying. Rifakat by Paris Corner, due for YSL's Baby Cat. It is a dark, rich, leathery vanilla fragrance. Not for everyone, but I really enjoy it. It has very mysterious feel to it. This is slightly smoky as well, so it's not a safe blind buy fragrance. Next is French Coffee by El Rehab. It is for coffee lovers. It has very strong espresso coffee type of fragrance. I wish it has slightly milky and creamy notes as well. Although coconut is mentioned in it, but I don't get it that much. So it's a okay type of fragrance for me, and most of the times I layer it with other fragrances. Then we have Octaivia by Pendora scents. This is a dupe for Pacorban's Olympia. It is beautiful fragrance, opens with a salty vanilla note and dries down to an amazing sandalwood fragrance. It is so damn good and I highly recommend this one. When Soul Gets High by Emir, it's a dupe for Killian's Back to Black. Very dark, powdery honey, tobacco, and cherry based fragrance. It lasts for a long time and it fits for the unisex category. Amazing fragrance and worth trying. Then we have Louis Garden Sacred, a spicy chocolate fragrance and a really good one. I usually like to layer it with Al Rehab Choco Musk, and it has an amazing lasting. It lasts for 7 to 8 hours. These are tubies from Grandeur, and these are cotton candy and bubblegum. Very realistic notes, smells like boomer and cotton candy. These are really good ones, and the lasting is around 5 hours. Then we have Taskeen Caramel Cascade. It's a Paris Corner's version of Bianco Latte. It's not as sweet as Lattafa Eclaire. Opening, you can say, is slightly different from Eclaire, and dry down is almost similar to that. It definitely needs some time to sit in your collection. Then we have Idyll by Pendora Scents. It's a dupe for Lancome's Idyll. Very airy rose fragrance. Other similar fragrance to this is Bath and Body Works You Are the One Mist. These two layered together smell really good and it's a very close dupe. Then we have Frenetic Delicious. Due for Dior's Fab Delicious. Out of all these 50 and 50 plus perfumes, this is the one for which I have a backup. It's an incredible fragrance. I just love wearing this fragrance. Whenever I use this, I feel like I'm wearing the original Dior perfume. It's that good in quality. It's powdery cherry and vanilla fragrance that makes your mouth water. So damn delicious. I highly recommend this one. If it's still in stock, then please do get it without a second thought. It's so beautiful. Then we have Bad Femme by Maison Alhambra, due for Carolina Herrera's Good Girl. It's nutty almond coffee based fragrance and it's very dark, seductive kind of a fragrance. Next we have Eternal Musk. This is again a very unique fragrance. It's your skin but better kind of a fragrance. I really enjoy this one. It's not beast mode, but it stays close to you, but it lasts for a long time. Scent profile is beautiful. Next we have Delilah by Maison Alhambra. It's a dupe for Delina. It's very powdery spicy rose with tartness from rhubarb. Very long lasting and projection is above moderate. It's worth trying. Then we have khadlaj harim al sultan. It's a fruity fragrance with some ambre feel, but for me it is not something extraordinary or very special. It's good, but it's not a must have. Then we have Kaidal for Sun by Lattafa. It's a tropical fragrance, very creamy, coconut dominant fragrance. It's beautiful. It feels like you're on a beach or a tropical vacation. It reminds you of that kind of vibe. Beautiful fragrance. Armaf Club de Nuit Untold. It is a dupe for BR540. That same sugary ozonic DNA, which nowadays is very common even among the Indian clone houses. I have one from Olga and other from Perfume Lab. So I don't think you need to spend that much money on this particular fragrance. So you can try the other ones for the lesser price. From Albeit Al-Damishki, this is a dupe for Burberry Goddess and it's an amazing dupe. Burberry Goddess is very sexy, spicy vanilla fragrance. Till now, Angam and the Ethna, the other two dupes, which are very close to Burberry Goddess, are not available in India. So you can try this fragrance for under 1600 rupees. Iceage by Milestone Perfumes. This is a perfect summer fragrance, not a common DNA, but it is really long lasting. I purchased this from Frag Stock for rupees 1200. December Vanilla. It is the most beautiful vanilla perfume that I own. Dupe for Kyalis Royal Sugared Patchouli. No words to describe this. It is a pure love for me. Sugary, sweet, and the most delicious vanilla that you can own. It's a must have. I highly recommend this one. Choco Musk by Al Rihab, a chocolatey fragrance which is perfect for layering. It's not too sweet, and when layered with its perfume oil, its performance is usually doubled. Then we have Taskeen Lectia Divina. This I received just today only, so I tried it once. I feel it has very tropical feel, just like Bath and Body Works Cocoa Paradise or On the Beach type of mists. It is also very creamy, thick and lactonic fragrance. So I will be updating about its scent profile and projection etc. in some other video. But for the time being, it's a good fragrance. This is Casella Noir and this also I received today only. I ordered some other perfume but that went out of the stock, so they asked me to choose some other perfume. So I ordered this one. This is a dupe for Chanel's Coco Noir. I need to try it before giving my opinion about it. Nariissa by Ambre, and this is a dupe for Nariissa Ambre, which is very tropical floral fragrance. It is dominated by yellow florals like ylang ylang and frangipani. It is very beautiful fragrance, but you need to like florals to like this fragrance. Last but not the least is Amber Eve by the Fragrance World. It's very spicy ambery fragrance and it's very long lasting. So that's all for today's video. I'll be posting a video of my entire mist collection from Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret. So stay tuned for that. And if you like my content, then please like, share and subscribe to the channel. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you.